Hi, this is Jeff at the Safe and Vault Store. Today talking about safes. You know, we always say in the industry something's better than nothing. And well, that's true. A lot of times budget-friendly safes, you're not going to get a lot of security, maybe not a fire rating or burglar rating, but it's a box with a lock on it, keeping honest people honest. You can go anywhere from small, you got your dorm safes, you've got canisters, you've got these little ones that'll sit on the dresser. It moves all around depending on price and lock. So let's have a look at some different options. As I mentioned before, there's a safe for everybody, whether it be a tall gun safe, smaller gun safe. Some even have the option of shelf only, so you don't actually have to put guns in there. Important to remember when picking out a safe, the dimensions inside, what fits now may not fit later, so maybe going a little bit bigger. There's also different options, like I said, on locks. There's UL listed locks that are actually independently tested, whether it be a digital electronic lock or dial. There's also safes that have keys, biometric locks. There's a whole lot of options. Also remember, on a good safe, if we're putting items that are of high value, we want to make sure that there's a relocking device in it, whether it be a hard plate or glass, so that if a burglar does try to get into it, that shatters, causes the relocker to fire, then it locks up. You'd have to get a locksmith to get it out. Again, when looking for a safe, is it important to have a burglar rating or a fire rating? Well, if you give us a call, we can let you know, but on basically knowing that what you're putting in there, is it something that a burglar would want? We want to protect against that, have a burglar rating. On the link below, I'm going to list what the burglar ratings are. Based on that rating, what you should be putting inside. Also a fire rating. There's a lot of boxes with locks on them that don't have a fire rating, some do. If you have items of paper, valuable money, whatnot, you want to be at least with an hour fire rating in a city limit situation. If you're outside of city limits, 2 hours is recommended. So when buying a safe, there's a lot of different options. We covered most of them. If you have questions, you can give us a call. Bottom line is, you're trying to secure your valuables against either the help, people coming through the house, or burglars that are attempting to steal what they can. You're trying to make it more difficult with either a lock on the box, a burglar rating. You have a fire, you want a fire rating. There's a lot of different options for every budget. Again, this is Jeff at Safe and Vault Store. Thank you.